Hi, yo, what's going on, friends? Welcome back to Football Therapy with me, your host, Jan. I hope you're doing well, mate. I really do hope that. Welcome back to a video. Chelsea news of sorts, but we're also going to look at the predicted lineup for Chelsea versus Wrexham, our first pre-season game, and Pochettino's first ever game managing Chelsea. So we're going to look at the lineup and how they'll play in just a moment. We'll do a little screen share thing and have a little look at that. And of course, a couple of exits been confirmed. Ampadu to Leeds on a permanent deal. That could be up to £10 million, excuse me. And Aubameyang has gone to Marseille. And there's a little bit of an update on Lukaku. I know. Anyway, thanks for joining me. If you want to support the content, thank you for liking and subscribing. And of course, always urge you to comment as we go. First of all, Ampadu's been announced by Leeds and Chelsea. That happened quickly, didn't it? From a rumour to just being done. Chelsea can earn up to £10 million on that deal, which actually is really, really good, all things considered. He needs to go and rebuild his career. He'll probably help Leeds to get promoted back into the Premier League at some point. Whether it's next season, I don't know. But it's a great signing for them. It's a good business for us. We can earn good cash out of it. And we wish him the best of luck. Similarly, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, I just felt sorry for this brother. Like, all the stories about him being poorly behaved and a toxic influence, we just haven't received that at all. At worst, we got some lackluster performances from the Gabon former international. But he's going to Marseille. He's doing like a 3-year deal. The here we go has come from Fabrizio Romano. Chelsea would let him leave for free, but that was always going to happen. For me, there was 3 things that was going to happen. Chelsea sell him for a nominal fee, which would have been amazing. Chelsea let him go for free, or Chelsea let him go and also subsidise a little bit of the wages. So it's a loan, basically, to see out his contract and pay maybe like 50k a week. But Chelsea don't have to pay any of his wages. They can rip up his contract, let him go. Similarly, what we did with Cesar Azpilicueta. And I wish Aubameyang the best, bro. Like, literally, he may have been frustrating, but the dude had a hard ride. He came to play under Tuchel. He got 40 minutes of that. Tuchel got sacked. Chelsea descended into madness, really. And, and the rest is history. So best of luck, Aubameyang. Go score some goals in France. And just have a nice time. Enjoy yourself. All right, Lukaku. Romano also is talking about this. Saudi clubs keep pushing for Romelu Lukaku. They're working on a new proposal, but waiting to see what's going to happen with Juventus. Lukaku's priority has always been to continue in Europe, but Saudi sides will insist again if the Juve deal, which is a priority, doesn't happen, if it doesn't get off the ground, which it may not. We did a video on how the fans are protesting Lukaku's potential arrival at Juventus. He's seemingly not wanted anywhere. But look, man, I would prefer he goes to Saudi because we'd make more money. Juve would give us a bit of cash. Of course, they're waiting to sell Vlahovic first, which may happen. He may go to PSG. I'm pleased Chelsea are not seriously looking at Dusan Vlahovic because I have big reservations and concerns over him coming to Chelsea personally. And Chelsea might not even buy a striker. They might be happy with Brewer and Jackson going forwards, at least for the 6 months until the January transfer window. But Chelsea will be happy with their transfer business. They'll be happy like selling the likes of Ampadu for up to 10 million quid. That's good business, bro. It really, really is. Let me just double check I'm in focus, baby. So yeah, Ampadu's gone. Aubameyang's gone. We didn't have to pay any money for him to go. We can just release him, which is good. And the Lukaku scenario will get solved one way or another. Make no bones about it, mate, that he will not want to come back to Chelsea. So maybe he'll end up going to Saudi Arabia. There is that chance. What's my aperture saying, guys? There you go. I reckon that's the sweet spot. Anyway, let's move on. So Chelsea are going to play a football match. Nizar Kinsella has written his predicted lineup on the Evening Standard. And then I have put that into a lineup builder. And we'll talk about how he's going to play. It's actually quite interesting. Nizar Kinsella writes this on the Evening Standard. Pochettino is without a number of defenders for tonight's pre-season friendly between Chelsea and Wrexham after Wesley Fofana's injury blow. Chelsea have announced the defender has been forced to undergo surgery after injuring his anterior cruciate ligament. Poor lad. Pochettino is also without Reece James, who is ill, and Benoit Badiashile, and Armando Broja, and Marcus Bettinelli, which I'm sure we can survive without bets for a while. So they continue to their recoveries, if it's their injuries from London. We are expecting them to fly out and join the pre-season gang, especially the likes of, no disrespect to Bettinelli, because we've got young goalkeepers that have got a good opportunity to be seen in pre-season. But, Reece James and Benoit Badiashile as well, high-profile first-team players, and the Chelsea fans around the US will want to see Reece James, You can bet your bottom dollar. Lukaku, Ziyech and Aubameyang have remained at Cobham to seek transfers away. The aforementioned Aubameyang is a here we go to Marseille, and we'll see what happens with Ziyech and Lukaku. So, Pochettino is left picking the first Chelsea lineup from a youthful 29-man squad that features new signings, of course, Christopher Nkunku, Nicholas Jackson, and that wasn't the right note, was it? Alongside a host of young talent, including the much talked about recently Levi Colwill. He may opt to play two different starting 11s in the Kennan Memorial Stadium in Chapel Hill. With this, the new manager, of course, his first game. Yeah, in pre-season friendlies, we often see two 11s and two halves of football. It's like the done thing these days. But this is Nizar Kinsella's predicted lineup, and I'm going to go with this as well. Kepa in goal, Gusto at left back, Thiago Silva and Colwill as the centre backs, Chilwell as the other fullback, and then the mid. Let's just show you now, actually, before reading it first. Oh, not the article. Ding, ding, ding. This is what I want to show you. So as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, this is the starting lineup. Who will play a 4-2-3-1? It will be Kepa in goal. It will be, let me just move that over, baby. It will be Colwill playing as the left-footed left centre-back, with Thiago Silva being the experienced right-sided centre-back, maybe being a little bit deeper, Colwill maybe just, advancing a little bit. And then you've got your fullbacks, Gusto and Chile. Now, this is what we want to see, probably this way around. Enzo and Santos, Andre Santos, double pivot. The South American sensations, ignore the numbers, by the way. Andre Santos, the Brazilian, Enzo Fernandez, the Argentinian. Did you see that beautiful touch, by the way, in training where he holds up the player when the ball's coming down and just takes it down? Softer than a mother's kiss, an annoying Geordie commentator might say. And of course, you got the front four. You got Nkunku, who will be playing a free role as the number 10, although he's quite direct and will want to just go towards goal. He's less like playmaky, do you know what I mean? He will want to go towards goal. Sterling as the left winger. Jackson as the striker, of course, no Bria, and he's really the only, apart from the lad, is it Burstow, the young lad, apart from him, Jackson's the only recognised striker. And then Gallagher right wing, collective gasp, that's right. The right wing of Maurizio Pochettino's Tottenham was often Christian Eriksen, who's similar in profile of Gallagher in terms of maybe he's less creative than Eriksen. But they're both sort of inverting number 10-8 hybrids. So they come inside quite a lot. Maybe take the space vacated by Nkunku, who's going to look to make this run over here. It was said by Nizar Kinsella and indeed other people watching training that actually the wingers were very, very tight, making a diamond like this. And of course, the fullbacks go very, very high, offering width. And then you've got a sort of box defense. This is kind of like how loads of attacking phases, in a way, this is often what happens with, even back three systems where you've got an advancing centre back and stuff who fills in and makes a box. You usually have a front, a box of four left behind to defend transitions. Of course, they can join attacks. I think Enzo might sort of get in this channel a little bit more. Santos might go a little bit more central, and then you've got the pace of Colwill to get back on recovery, which means Thiago Silva can just chill. So if we're trying to attack Wrexham, trying to get a goal, Jackson's flowing around and Cuckoo's making runs, fullbacks are staying high, adding width, ready for cutbacks, and then so a Wrexham player makes a break down this side here. Everyone will run back. Cole will have the pace to recover, but Thiago Silva can just be really intelligent and, hold the space, which is great. And of course, in the defensive phase, you will have people back, and you will have, certainly Gallagher will be getting back. Sterling should, but with these guys, how hard are they going to work? And how is Nkunku and Jackson going to combine? That's a really, really interesting, because Jackson, to really let Nkunku run in behind and do those sort of one-touch finishes and chips that he loves doing, Jackson will have to occupy centre-backs, drop deeper, taking them for a walk, and then Enzo can play a ball to Nkunku, goes whoop, behind the line, score a goal. Now, in theory, we should be able to score this kind of goal against Wrexham. One would assume, right? Right? But yeah, this is the kind of shape we'll see. Gallagher will be tucking much more in. I guess Sterling will be staying wider and, dribbling around like he does. Gallagher will be letting Gusto get forward. This is a great opportunity to see Malo Gusto as this, fabled, really dynamic up and down fullback who has great delivery. They'll put loads of balls in. Is there a header for the ball to land on? Maybe Jackson. I'm not sure. Gallagher can score headers, but I'm not sure you're looking for that with certainly Raheem Sterling. Maybe not on Nkunku. But yeah, it's an opportunity to see Gusto get up and down. It's an opportunity to see Andre Santos, who Chelsea have just think is absolutely mustard. He loves the goal himself, by the way. So maybe, certainly Enzo will be wanting to occupy this space a little bit more rather than this space, which he has been doing. Try and probably take some pops at goal or get some just straight up nice assists, threaded through balls, like that direction. But Santos, he loves a goal. He'll try and want to run in as well, but he'll know that Pochettino is watching and judging him like, can you be a starter for Chelsea? Moises Caicedo is almost certainly joining Chelsea. But if he can't start, can you be that guy next to Enzo? And of course, if Enzo can't start, because he'll be the more of the advanced of the two, you can imagine, Gallagher can play there and Chukwuemeka can play there. So there's different examples and options for that. But yeah, let me know what you think. Of course, there's an opportunity there for Pochettino to play, like I said, two different starting 11s. I'm quite excited to see how we play. It does look like it will be the very narrow wingers with the fullbacks just completely occupying the width there, and then with because hopefully the likes of Nkunku will work hard and not be a passenger, because then you've got that box four to defend you on transitions. That's going to be massively important. These guys here, Colwill looks like he's John Terry sometimes in terms of defending in the box when they're on an attack. He just knows where to be at the right time. He wins his duels. And he plays out of the back really calm. And with culture, to be honest, like with cultured players like these three guys available, you got a pass to Thiago Silva, you got a pass to Enzo Fernandez, and the Brazilian starlet sensation Andre Santos. These guys can receive a ball, turn, play it out, and Nkunku, bang, counter-attack goal. Yeah? In theory, it's nice. Let me know what you think, by the way. Do you like this kind of analysis of doing of how we're going to play? Because it will be good to add, I might add like opposition teams in soon and talk about that. I think that might be quite fun as well. But I'd be very interested in knowing what you think about that. But yeah, look, man. The only thing I know about Wrexham is they've got a ruddy good striker who's gone down a few leagues to play it for them and play for the money, but ultimately it's a successful project. I hope we batter them. I'm not sure that's the main plan here. Go out and batter Wrexham. It's look at what the players are doing, look at how they apply themselves, look at how they've listened to the instruction in these really early stages of Pochettino's Chelsea. How have you retained this tactical instruction and information? Not like, we're going to beat Wrexham no matter what. Let's pretend this is a Champions League final. No, they might be thinking that. Because it's just like, if they beat Chelsea even in a pre-season game, that would feel wicked for them. Do you know what I mean? So for us, it's more a case of looking at it, seeing what we can do, and ultimately seeing if you can trust the kids. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, I put it out to you guys. Obviously, it's very, very exciting to see the result. I won't be able to watch the game live. I'll try and catch highlights, and then we can talk about the result in the morning, and we can look at player statistics. I think that's important. You know what I'm like, and in terms of breaking down the performance metrics and stuff. So yeah, keep it locked. Thank you for liking the video and subscribing, and content all the time. I'm thinking about diversifying content a little bit as well, because I'm doing so many videos. I will, when the season starts, I'll still do, I'll try and do a daily video on Chelsea, but I might add in the extra video here and there on the just general footballing world. We'll see how we get on with that though. All right, friends. Thank you for joining me. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.